Alright, welcome everybody to the channel. Today we are doing a hero ranking for Winter Soldier's hero cards. I just finished my 4 games with him. I took him through 4 games against Taskmaster, one on each aspect to get a feel for him, and I really focused on the hero cards. So take into account this is my own opinion, and these cards are based off facing Taskmaster, so they may be better or worse depending on the scenario you're up against. So let's just dive right into this, and starting with the hero card as we usually do, that is going to be a 3 for me. Now it's 2/2/2 average, and then the response: after you attack and defeat an enemy, remove 2 threat from a scheme. Now I think I did this like twice, maybe 3 times. I mean, it's good. 2 threat is pretty decent for taking out just taking out an enemy at all. So even if it's a low one or if it's a higher one, it all depends on the situation, really. So that's why it's a 3, because it all depends. If it's a weak enemy, it's good. If it's a higher enemy health bar, whatever health bar, then it's not so good. Moving on to Alter Ego. Alter Ego is also going to be a 3. 3 cost recovery, which is normal. Cybernetic Enhancement, spend 1 resource of any type, search your deck and discard power for your Cybernetic Arm and put it into play. So Cybernetic Arm is pretty much what this entire, well, maybe half of the deck is based off around, I'd say. Because when we go through these cards, you can see that the pack is almost split into 2 ways you can go. One towards like minions and one's towards just like beating people up, which kind of work together in a sense. So let's get into the next one, which is going to be Cybernetic Arm. The arm itself is going to be a 4 because this is what this deck is based off around. Exhaust Cybernetic Arm, generate a wild resource for an attack event. That event deals 1 additional damage. I kind of kept forgetting about the additional damage during my games, but still, very good. You get to put it out at the start of your game, put it into play even with the Alter Ego ability. So you gotta search for it and put it immediately into play, which kind of makes sense because you know it's attached to him. So this the 4 is because you use it for almost all of his cards. Moving on to Black Widow. Black Widow is actually going to be a 2 for me because I didn't get to play her as much as I wanted to. 3/2/2/3. After you play Black Widow from your hand, return an attack event from your discard pile to your hand. Now when I was playing, I usually got her like right at the start of the game, so I didn't have any events in my discard pile to use. There was one time I was able to use her to bring something back out, but it's a very situational card. But when you pull it and you have a pretty high discard pile, you can pull your big attacks, like your Metal Arm Punch or whatever it is, or the other ones too, Arm Block and stuff like that. I'm not a fan of the artwork, but it is a good card. It's very situational though, I think. Moving on to Arm Block. Arm Block is a 4 as well. Hero Interrupt, attack and defense. When an enemy attacks, deal 3 damage to it. If you exhausted Cybernetic Arm to pay for this event, prevent all damage from the enemy's attack. Very good card. There's 2 of them in the deck. You deal damage to whoever it is, and then you get to prevent all that damage. So however much damage it is, it doesn't matter. You deal 3 damage and you take none. Super good card. Good card for 1 cost event. Super. Very good. Very good. I like it. It's one of mine. It's one that I keep. Moving on to Metal Punch. Metal Arm Punch. Is that what I said earlier? That's funny. This is obviously going to be a 4 in my book. 3 cost event, deal 7 damage to an enemy. If you exhausted the arm to pay for this event, this attack gains overkill. So very good. 3 for 7. Wonderful. They haven't done that since. Wait, is Swing and Whip Kick 8 or 7? I think it's 8. Because all other attacks like this are 7 nowadays. Yeah, I think it was 8. But anyways, 7 plus an overkill. Very good, especially for taking out minions. So this actually works both ways, with just dealing damage and also working on minions, which his other cards will do. Moving on to, there's 3 of these too. Electrical Discharge, another one that I really like. Electrical Discharge is another 4. 2 cost event, deal 4 damage to an enemy. If you paid for this event using an energy resource on the enemy, 2 costs for 4 damage is pretty good. Plus you can stun him by using energy, which you can use your arm for in order to do. So if you're using your arm too, it's a 5 damage instead of 4. And you get to stun the enemy, so 2 for 5 and a stun, pretty good. And the arm also made me realize this is an 8 attack, so this is super good as well. Next is Safe House. Safe House I played, but I didn't get to use because I stayed in hero form basically the entire time. So that's sadly going to be a 1, but I feel like in different scenarios it may be higher. Alter Ego action, exhaust Safe House number 30. Search the encounter deck for a minion and put it into play engaged with you, then draw 1 card. I think that the next few cards are based off like a minion slaying decks. So if you're really going for that, this is a very good card to have out there. Get that minion out there, that way you can slay it right away and do whatever cards you need to do that benefit from that. Moving on to Silent Infiltration, which is going to be a 2 for me, because it falls into that minion slaying one, but none of the decks I had really went into minion slaying, especially not against Taskmaster, because there's more focus, because I could just take him out really quickly. But after you attack and defeat an enemy, discard this card, ready your hero and confuse an enemy. So I never play this card, but it's still a good card, because if you're attacking your minions, defeating them, you can ready back up and confuse the villain per se. So it gives you an opportunity to either flip and heal or attack again. So still a good card, but I just never used it. Alright, Winter Armor. Winter Armor ends up to be a 4. You get plus 3 hit points and gain steady. It is a goated endurance. It does cost 1 more than endurance, but it is goated, and you can only use it for him. So there's that. But still, I like it. I love hit points. I love the extra stuff. Wonderful. Great. Love it. Next is Winter's Mask. Winter's Mask actually falls under the 2 category. No, these aren't in any order either. They're just placed there. You gain the Spy trait. Hero response after you attack and defeat an enemy, exhaust a Winter Mask, draw 1 card. So this leans back into the minion slaying part of his deck, which isn't bad, which can work very well. But I never used it, but it's always good to draw those cards. Last but not least, Winter Rifle. Winter Rifle is going to be a 3. 3 cost upgrade, restricted. When Winter Soldier makes a basic attack, exhaust Winter Rifle. Excuse me. Winter Soldier gets plus 2 attack for this attack. This attack gains piercing and range, energy resource. So this basically bumps up your basic attack to a 4, from 2 to 4, which is super good. And it's just super useful. Especially if you're not defending, like, this is pretty good. Doing 4 and then using your arm for other attacks that you have in your kit. Super good. Super good. So that is all of his cards ranked. As you can see, it's pretty laid out. His overall total is out of 10 is 8 out of 10. Please let me know in the comments if you agree with this ranking, where you think some cards should be higher and some should be lower. Like I said, I never focus on minion slaying, so that's probably why these are lower. But other than that, he has a really good kit, really built out for whether you want to go minion slaying or if you want to go another direction. So I think he's very versatile for any scenario you put him in. But other than that, thanks for sticking around. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Deuces.